another episode of The Follow-Up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week for the past 2 years, we've just been sitting on my bed and having a conversation about something we want to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about the most common questions I get over the holiday season.
Okay, and before we do that, let's address your hair here. So this we picked you up at a birthday party yesterday, and there was this orange streak in your hair, and you thought you were fooling us, thinking that you dyed your hair, but it is actually a what? What's that called?
Hair extension.
Hair extension. Okay.
Which is just a clip.
Yeah. Gotcha. And then, and Mom cut it, so it's the same length. Okay. And how long do you think you're going to keep that in your hair?
Until the day.
You're going to wear it to school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I guess it matches your shirt, it looks like.
It does.
How about your fingernails?
They're yellow. So, kind of.
Oh, okay. All right. So the question that you get asked very frequently around the holidays is what?
Do you celebrate Christmas, or what do you want for Christmas?
I used to get it all the time, too, when I was a kid. But I grew up with more Jewish kids in my class and friends that were Jewish than
Me.
you do.
I'm like in my grade, there are only two full Jewish kids.
Right, both parents are Jewish, right? Yeah. But you have some kids who celebrate both holidays. But in your class of 33, and it's something we've talked about before, New York City Public School, kids from all different backgrounds.
Yes.
It's a very diverse community.
Which is good.
Yeah, it's great. International, all different communities from Black, white, Asian, Chinese, Japanese.
Yeah.
Not many Jews, but Christians, Muslims, others. So,
yeah.
But you get asked more than probably I did. What do you want for Christmas? All right. So how have you handled it so far?
So usually what I'll say is, I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Hanukkah, but I'm not sure what I want for Hanukkah yet.
Got it. Okay. And then what is the next question? Is there a next question from somebody?
Not really.
Do they ever say, what is Hanukkah, or why don't you celebrate Christmas, or
not really?
Does anyone ever say like, oh, that's weird, or do you think that?
Do
you think most of the kids have heard of Hanukkah?
I don't think most of the kids. Okay, they might have, but I'm not sure. But some of them, they just don't usually ask. Like, what is that? What is that? Like,
okay.
To my question.
Got it. Does it ever seep into your mind or bother you at all that everyone just assumes you celebrate Christmas?
For me, it is a little bit, because sometimes at school the same people will ask me that 3 days.
Oh, okay. So it's
week.
So it's more so about the person who actually asked you that, not the
how many times they do.
Got it.
But it's like the point doesn't bother me.
Right. I always there's not many Jews in the country, so you would just assume that if you're a kid, you just assume everybody celebrates Christmas and it's exciting. So something else that I would get then as a kid, if I explained Hanukkah, or when other kids started to find out more about Hanukkah, was, wait a second, you get presents for 8 days. You're so lucky.
I get that a lot.
You get that too?
And basically what I tell the person is that it's not like I'm getting so many more presents than you. I'm not getting all of my presents at once, basically.
Right. Right. So
I get them over 8 days.
It's almost like doing multiplication, like you are in school. All right. So say someone on Christmas gets 16 presents, and you might get 16 presents, but that's just 2 presents per day spread out over 8 days, maybe. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then they're usually jealous though at first when they think like, oh my God, presents for 8 days.
They're jealous, and then once I explain to them, they're like, oh, now that makes sense. It's not like it's like you get 8 Christmas with 16 presents.
Right. It's like not like 8 Christmases, like Christmas morning.
No.
And some. Do you make Do your friends make lists?
Some of them do.
Yeah. Any idea what's on any of the
Nope.
lists this year? No.
No.
Is there
I haven't really asked yet.
Is there anything at school that, or even maybe not just for the holidays, but kids talk about that you think, oh, I guess that's a popular toy, or this seems to be something that a lot of kids would want? Anything on your radar?
No, not much.
Hmm.
Because a bunch of kids, all they talk about is video games. So
What kind of
maybe
video
that.
games?
They talk about Roblox and Minecraft.
Oh.
Which, that's all I talk about.
So wait, and we've talked about like the NBA game, NBA
Yes.
2K,
I love that game.
but we don't have a video game system,
No.
which is something that you could save your money for, your allowance, you could, or maybe save money to get a controller in the game on an iPad.
Yeah.
That could be a possibility. When I was a kid, when I wanted a video game system, Grandpa said, "Well, figure out how to get it," and then I ended up selling the most raffle tickets in Little League and got a Kitty City gift certificate. It was actually a paper gift certificate, and that's how I got. That's how I got Nintendo. But I guess you're not in that position at the moment. So, is there anything aside from that? Maybe some sort of video game situation. Is there anything that is on a list, or things that you are hopeful for, but maybe won't be just devastated if it doesn't happen?
Not really, because the problem is, like, birthday is like 1.5 months away from Hanukkah. So, usually.
Yeah,
so it's like,
right,
it's
early October, yeah.
So it's just like, okay, you're asked what you want then, and then you're asked again, and it just,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, because it's like, you're asked, and then you get some stuff, but then you have to rethink a whole other thing,
That's true.
which is hard.
Do you know who also had an issue like that?
You know?
Right. Because I was born on I think it was the third night of Hanukkah that year. So
It's crazy.
right, so I would usually have birthday parties more so in the summertime anyway when I was a kid, but sometimes it can become a lot.
Yeah.
Because
You were
don't
literally
need it. You
asked
obviously don't need it all.
before you were basically asked the same day.
Right, it was, what do you want for your birthday and Hanukkah? Yeah, and oftentimes presents, I think, were like, this is a birthday and Hanukkah.
Right.
It kind of just blended together.
Yeah, which makes sense. But
You have been a kid who's fairly easy to shop for because you have a wide range of interests and you think a lot of different things are neat, cool. So that's always been
yeah.
helpful. Yeah. All right. Well, if you don't have the list, come up with something. You figure out what to get me for my birthday?
Maybe. But I can't tell you.
Tell me. Whisper.
No!
Does Mom know?
Yes. But don't ask her.
Or just whisper. She won't watch us. She won't watch us.
No!
Just
No!
tell me.
No.
Is it something that you think I'm really going to like?
Yes.
All right.
Hey!
All right. I love you.
Oh, yeah.